A2D Wednesday nights. Got the A team here. Giving live reactions. Heat Celtics Game 5. Come join us.
Let's go. This ain't the fuck night. Oh, this game can heat stink.
Oh shit!
It's gone.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to A2D Wednesday nights. As you see, we got the A team here tonight. Everyone shows up to watch, just the three of us anyway, so we just decided to bring it to you tonight. A2D Wednesday nights brought to you every Wednesday by BetUS. BetUS is a leading online sports book that has been in the market over 25 years. You can bet anywhere in the U.S. on everything. Use the link posted above for 125% sign-up bonus. I know being down here in Florida, BetUS has been my savior. Allows me to get my itch, get my games in, and allows me to stay involved and get that degenerate Twitch going. Joining me tonight, Mr. Ralphie D, Mr. Nate Moss, Greg MIlakovic here, and we're going to take you through tonight. Heat Celtics Game 5 live reactions. We'll touch on the Western Conference. We'll look at the Phillies currently 4-4 down in Atlanta after a tough, heartbreaking loss last night. And our poll question is brought to you by Specialized Physical Therapy. Our doc, Dr. Paul Vidal, 2 locations, Cherry Hill and Princeton. Cherry Hill, Burlington. Sorry, doc. Messed that up. You can find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. If you have any aches, any pains, go check out the doc. Tell them the boys at A2D sent you. We're going to get into it. The poll question tonight, the winner of the Eastern Conference Finals will win the NBA championship. Do you agree or disagree to this poll question? It's a tough one for me. The Warriors at times look absolutely unstoppable. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's pretty
unstoppable.
Huh?
They don't look unstoppable.
At times they do.
I mean, it's
At
what
times
is
they
it
look
in Dallas,
unstoppable.
right? What is it in Dallas? It's Luka.
No,
Literally.
agreed.
You know what I mean?
Agreed.
It's Luka. It's like going against, like, I think Draymond said it on his podcast. It's like going against LeBron again, right?
Yeah.
And it's LeBron with no help.
With
you know
no
what I mean?
one.
It really what it comes down to. And they're living and dying by the three. If they're shooting threes and they're making threes, then Dallas has a good chance to win. But if not, you know what I mean, they're gonna lose. I'm surprised they won last game. You know what I mean? Everybody considered
last night.
I guess it was due. A lot of people were on the Mavs too, not to get swept. And I guess it kind of makes sense. But
yeah.
I mean,
I didn't think they win by 10.
It's an easy matchup for them, in my opinion.
Yes. No, it is. It is. Especially, poor Luka has no help. I think they said they said prior to the other night's game, he's got like 8 40-point playoff games, but he's 2-6 in those 8.
Yeah,
Dirk's got 8.
It's something crazy.
Dirk's got 8. He was 7-1 or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So
sounds like LeBron.
With that, what's that?
Sounds like LeBron.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
Absolutely.
Sounds like Brian and Ralphie. You know about this, right?
Yeah,
you were in these days.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So yeah, it sounds like LeBron. Shout out to one of our members here, Sean Corin. I think I have to disagree. I got the Warriors winning it all, and I don't know what those odds are right now. Actually, let's me go look at our sponsor place right here at BetUS. Let me go on another page real quick. I think last time I checked, they were minus 155. Last I checked, which is a steal to me.
Yeah,
because everybody else is hurt. They're the only team that's not hurt.
Yeah, and that's a great point too, because if you look around the Eastern Conference, right, Jimmy's banged up a little bit for Miami. He's in and out of the lineup. And then you have Kyle Lowry, who's also in and out of the lineup for Miami. And then obviously with Marcus Smart and Robert Williams, they're in and out of the lineup for Boston. And it seems like everybody in the Eastern Conference is all banged up except for the Western Conference. Well, I mean, for the Western, you have I think Tim Hardaway still hurt for Dallas, correct? He's not playing, right?
Yeah, no,
but it's not like, is he going to make a difference? You know what I mean? But it seems like the only healthy team left is Golden State, and they're just routing everybody every single night except for last night. So,
well, the problem is they got lucky, right? They lucky Morant went out, right? Because that would have been a series, and then they got lucky that that they're facing Luka with nobody. So they had a little bit easier route getting.
Yeah,
there.
that's part of it, though, right? Isn't that part of what makes the playoffs like the playoffs, right?
Yeah, you got to get there. You got to get to the dance. You got to get to the dance. And you guys can see I got my Miami hat, man. I've been pushing the paint hard for Miami, and I felt so bad when Jimmy got hurt. I was like, oh shit, he got hurt because I've been telling people. I've been acting like I'm Miss Cleo, right? Got my crystal ball, right? I'm thinking I know it all. And then Jimmy got hurt, and it's just like, man, I did a whole show about Miami winning the East, and this shit don't look good. Even though tonight they are 6-1 at home. I didn't even know that. I should know
they're
that.
pretty good in the playoffs at home.
Yeah, in the playoffs, they're 6-1 at home, 3-4 on the road. I mean, they needed big games.
Their only loss at what, game 2? Game 2 is their only loss at home?
Was it the only loss? It might have been.
I think so.
If they're 6-1, then yeah, it would be it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh no, game was it game 1 or game?
I
think it was. Yeah, it was one of those games.
Then we lose. The Sixers beat. Nah, didn't the Sixers beat them in Miami once? Or no?
No, the Sixers never played Miami. Oh no, yes they did. Jesus Christmas. Yeah. They. Yeah, they didn't. They didn't beat Miami in Miami.
Beat Miami, bro.
Yeah. They didn't lose in they didn't win in Miami.
Oh, okay.
Because Boston stole one in Miami.
Yeah, you're right. Boston did still win.
Yeah, game 2.
Yeah.
That was the route. That was route central.
Yeah, so I mean they need a whole team effort, and like you're looking on the floor right now. You know what I mean, who they got? Just Bam out there as the only starter out there. So
yeah.
You know, yeah, I mean, they got to get something because Jimmy started off 1 for 5. Now, I mean, they got to go through Bam. You know what I mean? Bam needs a big game. One of their stars needs to kind of step up. I don't know who, but somebody needs to step up. They're trying to shoot threes all day. That ain't going to work. But, I mean, they're lucky Boston's off too. So, Tatum's got a bum shoulder. He was already looking at it earlier today. So, it's going to be it could go 7. I thought it was going to be out of here once Jimmy got hurt, but, you know. We'll see. We'll see how it plays. It's going to be a long series.
And I know Tyler Hero is having a bad series in this Boston series, but I know he's banged up a little bit. But they are missing him a little bit once it comes to the bench rotation and bench points. I mean, he is a big factor for them. He won 6th man of the year this year, and I think he had he averaged over 20 just to win it, which is insane.
Yeah, I mean, but he's done.
Oh my God! We just threw the ball in the center field
with that groin injury. I don't even think he'll be back for the finals. I think he'll play in the finals, but I don't think he'll be even back. Like, look at this. Tatum's got 1 point, 0 for 6. That's insane.
And it's been weird for Jayson Tatum too this whole entire series, or at least these playoffs. He's been streaky. Like, he'll have games like this, and the next game he'll drop 40, and it's like, okay, maybe he's back to being that top 15, top 20 player again. And then next game he comes out and he's 0 for 6 with 1 point, and we're halfway through the second quarter already.
Yeah. This is just crazy. Was it? I know you're ahead of me, Greg. What score you got? 21-20, 21-17 still?
Yeah, 21-17. You're right. Bam's the only starter on the floor. I guess, Gabe Vincent might have started. But it's Gabe, Oladipo, Duncan Robinson. What is that? Kevin Martin?
Caleb Martin.
The Martin twins. Caleb Martin.
Yeah, I don't know who.
And then Bam. And you're right, especially with Williams. I think obviously Williams is playing. He's coming off the floor now, but when Williams is in the game, knowing he's fairly banged up, that's got to be Bam time, right? You know what I mean? If Bam's supposed to be this guy, that's the time that he's got to shine. And Ralphie, to your point, right, with Tyler Hero. here's where Duncan Robinson comes back into play.
Yeah. I
Right?
mean, you
Duncan
would hope
Robinson,
so if you're a Miami Heat fan. If you paid him 5 for 90.
You see his minutes come back up to play.
Yeah. Because he struggled. He has struggled
I hate
a
that,
lot
right?
during the
I hate
playoffs.
when you go to certain websites, you're just chilling there waiting for it, and then a video starts playing in the background, and it starts, in your ear. You're like, "What is going on?"
Yeah. Yeah, Don. I
but-
don't know about Miami suck. You must didn't watch the show. They don't suck. If they're
Definitely
healthy,
sucks.
they win this. If
Miami's
they're
a
healthy,
deep-
they win this series. There's no
Yeah.
doubt in my mind. If they're healthy, they win this series.
Easily.
You know what I mean? It might go 7, but they win this series for sure.
Oh my god.
Because Jimmy's going. He was averaging what, 30 in the first 2 games?
Yeah. He was going off.
He was
I think
going
he had.
off.
I think,
So he got-
I think
and
it
he
was
got
what
hurt.
Four straight.
game was it game 3? He dropped 40, I think.
41.
Or was it game 1? Yeah, it was something crazy. It was up there for him in game. I think it was like either game 1 or game 2 that he
Well,
dropped.
at least the Phillies didn't wait to the 9th inning to implode. They waited to the 6th inning.
And there you go.
It's 6-4 right now. Braves bottom 5. JT threw a ball into center field that Odubel missed and went to the wall. So Dansby
Nice.
Swanson walked home, and then Austin Riley just hit a home run off of Alvarado.
There you go.
So we're rocking and rolling.
Ralphie, you didn't answer the pro question, Ralphie. What you got?
You know what? It's gonna be a clean sweep again. I can't be the guy that goes agree because I'll just be lying to everybody out there. But listen, the Warriors, man, that team is it's insane, dude. It's literally insane. Like the fact that 2 years ago they had 2 top 10 picks, or a year ago they had 2 top 10 picks, and now they're back in the Western Conference Final again, and it seems like they haven't missed a beat whatsoever, right? Draymond's doing his. I mean, Jordan Poole came out of nowhere. Dude started in the G League, and they just built him up, and it seems like that's what the Warriors do, right? They draft well, build up their players, and they're starting to turn into stars. Jordan Poole's come out of nowhere for them. Steph Curry is still probably one of the best shooters of all time. He's going to be he might be on somebody's Mount Rushmore. Agree or disagree to that one as well. And then, Klay Thompson is still arguably still one of the best two-way players in the game today. It's just that team is insane. And I know Iguodala's like 40 at this point, and he
ain't playing, is he? Is he?
He's been in street clothes a lot.
Yeah, he's on, but because I think he's hurt. But I saw a report that he's signed to come back for the NBA Finals, which, yeah, the dude's like 40, but I mean, he can still give you good minutes on the defensive,
That's
in
crazy that he's
defensive
just
half court. So
finals. I mean, it's his last run, right?
Yeah, I would think so.
I mean, this is
Imagine that though. If you had told me Iggy here in Philadelphia ends up with what, 3 rings?
Yeah, 3. Yep.
3 rings and an NBA Finals MVP. I would have laughed in your face.
Yeah, right.
I would have laughed in your face.
Iggy, a Hall of Famer.
I was just about to say that. Does that 3rd ring, even though he has nothing to do with it, but does that 3rd ring put him in there?
Well, if he gets
it's a
4,
good argument. It's a good argument.
If he gets 4, right? If they win this one, does that put him in?
Because that first ring, he helped out a lot, and he was coming off he came off the bench in that series and still won Finals MVP.
I look at a guy like Robert Horry, though, right? Who's, I think, he's got 7.
Yeah. Yep.
And
Big
like
Shot
he can't sniff it, right? Big Shot Bob can't sniff it, and I get it, right? You can't put everything just on the playoffs. Where Iggy plays too, where it helps him too is his longevity. He's been here a minute. I mean, to win 7 finals though, you got to be here a minute as well, right? With Big Shot Bob. Yeah. So like I look at kind of that. Now, Big Shot Bob doesn't have obviously an MVP or Finals MVP or anything like that, and has always been, a role player, a bench player. But I think it'd be tough for me to put Iggy in there if guys like Big Shot Bob are not. You know what I mean? Just because of what they meant, to the playoffs, right? You know what I mean?
I mean, he's got he's got a resume for it, but he ain't getting it.
Yeah.
He
I mean,
ain't getting it.
you look at a guy like, I think another good comparison is like Manu Ginobili to Iggy, right? Is Manu Ginobili a Hall of Famer?
I think he is. I think
I don't
he is.
think so. Ginobili?
Hell yeah, he is. Are you serious?
You think?
Ginobili? Yeah, for sure. For sure, absolutely.
What about Tony
That's
Parker? Is Tony getting in?
Yeah, Tony's getting in. Tony's getting in. Ginobili's getting in. Who else is on that team? Duncan's
course,
Duncan's already in, right?
Duncan's already in, or he's in as soon as he's
for
eligible,
sure.
right?
Ginobili gets in for sure. I mean, and I think it'll weigh more that.
So he's got 4.
He's a
Ginobili's got
European
4.
player, right? He's a European player, so he represents a lot getting in too. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you could argue what he might be the second top 5 best Euro players we've seen in the league.
Yeah, he's up there.
You know what I mean?
So overs again, we're going by career stats, right?
Yeah.
Career, he averaged 13.3 points per game. Never once averaged 20 points a game. His high was 19.5. That's just regular season, right?
So, but he's always been a 6th man, though. He's always coming off the bench.
No,
he's never been a starter.
Has averaged
I wish he would have came here.
Playoffs. 2 playoffs, he averaged 20.8, 20.6.
It's his playoffs numbers that's going to get him
Has
in.
4 rings, averaged 14 a night per game in the playoffs.
I mean, I think Alec Miller said, you could argue he's the best 6th man ever. He's also a European star. He's won in the Olympics, and he's got 4 rings. He was part of that dynasty. Absolutely, without a doubt.
And he was almost in every single playoff from 25 to 40.
Yeah,
that's
his
disgusting.
playoff numbers are good, are great. Not good.
25 to 30. He missed
he was a
31.
In the playoffs.
He missed 1 year in a 15 years. They missed 1 year in a 15-year span of the playoffs.
Yeah, he's ridiculous. He gets it.
2008, 2009 is the year they missed.
Easy. Anybody watching the Phillies game? They sports.
Yeah, Carlos, it's sickening. At least though, Carlos, we didn't have to wait to the 9th inning to get there. At least they let us down early, so that way we could kind of like turn them off, right? There's a silver lining, Carlos. It's disgusting. I mean, I'd pull Odubel off the field right now in the middle of the game after running over that baseball.
So I'm following Phillies. I'm following baseball just because I bet baseball, right? I'm betting team totals. I'm betting first halves, nerfies, no run first innings, total bases and stuff like this. And every time a Philly games come up, I just can't figure this out. Why does he change the lineup like every game?
Because he's an idiot.
Like, is he just still searching to see what he has?
Yes. So
does it take really this long to get don't other teams already have their line set? Like, does it really take this long to figure it out?
The biggest issue right now, Nate, that we're facing is we don't have a pure leadoff hitter on our team right now.
We don't have a leadoff.
Right? So he to his defense, we don't have a leadoff hitter, so he's been trying to mix and match things, find a lightning in a bottle at that leadoff hole, because once you get that done, then it kind of trickles down the line, right? Like Gene Segura, for example, is probably our best pure hitter. But he's not a leadoff guy. Doesn't bat well in the leadoff hole. He's hitting almost 300 in the 5-6 hole. He's also a great 2-hole hitter, but he's not that prototypical leadoff, right? He's probably the guy who should be there. No, Hoskins is definitely not.
I'm about to say, I feel like I've seen Hoskins more as a leadoff than
they're trying it just because he sees a lot of pitches.
Yeah,
but he also sees a lot of pitches.
To be fair, we haven't had a prominent leadoff hitter since J-Roll, and we're talking 100%. That's almost 12 years.
100%.
What about McCutchen? McCutchen wasn't straight.
He was good. McCutchen was there, yes. When he was healthy, yes.
Okay.
McCutchen was that guy, 100%.
But I'm talking about a guy that can stay there throughout the whole entire year, and you're not moving him 2, 3, 4. You know what I mean? A guy that walks into the clubhouse every night and he's batting first. We haven't had that since J-Roll.
But that's also the time of baseball we are in now too, right? Like I think even if we had J-Roll, some of these managers like Gabe and Joe will be like, "Oh yeah, let's put J-Roll in the 3-hole. Let's see what type of production he could do there, right?" You know what I mean? But no, Ralph, you're absolutely right. We haven't had a long-term replacement at the leadoff spot since Jimmy. McCutchen was great when he was here. And it's an offensive foul, Kyle. It was great while he was here, but obviously he's not no more. And I think that's part of that changing the lineup every time. And we joke about it in like the group chat that we have with like Tommy Sweeps and the other Wilson, the guys from Agree to Disagree. We're just another new lineup. Nope, another new lineup. New lineup.
Yeah,
especially in a sport that hinders and is so important, or like consistency is so important to baseball. You know what I mean? And like routine. Of all the sports, like baseball's that sport that is so particular and so routine based that it's got to be brutal for some of these guys.
I can't trust them. Like just from a betting perspective.
PJ. Absolutely.
I can't trust them in what they're doing. And they're just to me, they're hot and cold. Like, the city was lit when they beat the Dodgers. Now, true baseball fans sat back like, yo, it's a long season. But hey, they beat the Dodgers. You know what I mean? Like,
you take 3 out of 4 against the All-Star lineup against the Dodgers. We're feeling pretty good,
But I feel like this was a tough stretch for them, though, right? Isn't this because after the Dodgers, was it San Diego and now Atlanta?
Yeah, San Diego.
Yeah, we had San Diego and the Dodgers, but you had them at home, though, Nate. You had them at home. Like you should win those series at home.
Right.
I mean, the Dodgers didn't throw anybody at us that was like, oh my God, these guys are unhittable the way we made them. Tyler Hero, what are you wearing, bro?
Doing his thing.
What is he wearing? He's got like shorts on. He's wearing sunglasses inside.
Yo, you've been in Miami before. Don't you look like that going out the house?
I never looked like that. I also have a few more body impediments to get over. My stuff just doesn't drape like the Miami, like that Miami flow.
Big fella, go out there and throw him the drip. Don't be scared to flaunt it. You know what I mean? But I'm looking at the schedule. Like, so they had they went 2-1 against the Marlins, and then a great series against the Dodgers, went 3-1. Then, kind of caught up 1-2 against the Padres, 1-2 against the Dodgers again, and then Atlanta, and then they got the Mets, the Giants, the Angels. Like, it's a tough stretch. Like, I feel like it's tough. Like we're not. I don't see anything opening up in this schedule where it's like, have we even swept anybody in the series yet this year? Probably not. Probably got losses everywhere.
No, we were going. We could have swept the Dodgers, but that last game we gave up in the 9th inning.
Yeah, right.
They walked it, or extras, whatever it was. They walked it off on us.
They might beat the Mets, even though with the pitching. But
yeah, the Mets are struggling right now, and this is, kind of again, where you're at is, at least as fans, like, just win series. You don't need sweeps. Just go win 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And then look up at the end of a month and be like, oh, all right, you won every series that month. You're now probably back in play.
And that's why the Mets got off to a hot start for the past 2 months, because I don't think they've lost. I think I saw a stat where they didn't lose a series for the past 2 months. They won every single series.
Until recently.
Yeah. It wasn't like, a sweep, but you were getting 2 out of 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 4. You were winning all those series. So and they got off to a really, really good start.
Yeah,
Jesse, it did sweep the Rockies. Yeah,
they did. I just looked it up. They did sweep the Rockies. The Rockies.
But again, that was after they went out to Colorado and got swept out there.
Yeah,
or lost 3 out of 4 out there, right? So
no, they lost. Yeah, they lost 2-1. They lost 2-1 in that series, and then they came back and swept them here, obviously.
Right.
Oh, I don't think we were talking about any Eagles, but Jesse, last year the Eagles were coming off a 4-11-1 season, no hope, and absolutely awful. And who would have thought a year later they have a brighter future than the Sixers? I wouldn't say that. I disagree with that. I disagree with that because I'm not a Jalen Hurts fan, right? And this team is only going to go as far as Jalen goes. Now, I am learning to believe in Jalen. I am learning to hope that he can get to that level because right now I think pro football has this like 9th, 10th in power ratings or something like that. So, I mean, he's got a lot to look up to. Now, the good thing about him is that he's unbothered by the noise. He's unbothered by media. He's unbothered by the pressure. He's just unbothered by it from his demeanor, from what we can tell. Now, he might be in the locker room shaking, but you know what I mean? But, you know, once he get on the field, it's time to just strap him up and play football like you've been doing your whole life. So where they are now is a really exciting time. It's a really good time to be a Philadelphia Eagles fans for sure. We've been wanting to get back. We've been itching to get back to Broad Street because that's what we all want. We all want to get down to Broad Street. We all want to get back down there because I know I was down there. We were all down there having a great on time, screaming, yelling. I hope they are as good as advertised on paper. I really do. Like I'm really hoping because I don't need to be up here watching Tom lose a goddamn gasket in his ear, turning beet red, you know, just yelling and screaming. You know what I mean? Because this is where we're going to be at. Now the schedule looks nice.
Yeah, top 5 easiest schedule in the league.
The schedule looks nice.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that we can start off the gate right, and then everybody jump on the bandwagon.
Sorry,
and
Don.
You know what I mean? Everybody be on it. So we've learned to not get too excited, right? We've learned not to get too overly hyped.
I've done that in the past, and it's been heartbreaking.
Our conscious Eagles fans, not our fanboy Eagles fans, because y'all can go ahead and scream and go up Broad Street and put the Vaseline back on the poles so nobody can climb. I get it. Go ahead. But for our more temper-headed, like I find myself more conscious Eagles fans, I'm not getting too hyped just yet. I need to see it. I need to see it to believe it. I don't believe in magic yet, right?
Oh, Brooksy. Look at you, Brooks.
What score that game? What we got? Come on,
just come back. Jimmy Buffett wearing a mask. Come on, dude. DJ Khaled too. Come on, bro. They're just coming back from commercial. Wait.
Another one.
A-Rod's got a piece next to him. Hello.
Man, you're
that wasn't J-Lo.
Yeah, right?
He's always got something nice on his arm.
Oh, my gosh. We know you're Miami. We know there's stars there. Let's go.
It is.
We got
36-32.
Miami. The Heat are up 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the first
half.
It's because
Tatum's off. Tatum, I think the last time I saw, he was like he's only got like 4 points.
And he's been off the last couple games.
Both teams are shooting horrendous, by the way. Both teams.
Yeah.
Boston's got 10 turnovers. Miami's 7. Miami's got 12 second chance points to Boston's 2.
Do you think
Hold on,
do you
Ralph,
think there's a possibility
Ralph, before you get that out. I'm not a Jalen Hurts fan either, but whoever the guy the Eagles decide is the franchise might be a guy in draft next year. We'll have a great time around. Absolutely.
Yeah, like I'm with you 100%, Nate, in not being a Jalen guy, but my slight disagree comes from we don't necessarily need Jalen to be anything special, right? We need to be average, and we've kind of already seen that he can be average, right? Now, what does that do in the playoffs? To your point, yes, you know we need him to step up, and I'm trying to be cautious and optimistic like you, but also trying to buy into the kid because like you, I haven't been a guy, haven't been a Jalen guy. See his flaws, and what he's been, but with the way this team is built around him, thankfully he doesn't have to be anything special. So even if he takes a half a step forward from where he was last year, I think we're in a really good spot. And so I'm with you. I'm cautiously optimistic. But what I do like is we are built, kind of to Jesse's point, we are starting to look built for not just this year as well. So that if we do have to do a pivot at the quarterback position, hopefully
whoever's coming in still has good weapons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think, and a lot of NFL teams do it this way too with their rookie quarterbacks, where the first year it's all learning, right, and see what he can do, and then the second year it's like, okay, let's see if we can get him weapons and see if anything changes. And I think that's what they're doing with Jalen Hurts, right? You saw it. The first year with the practice squad guys, and he was looking all right. And then this year happened, and, Devontae Smith is there, and he looks pretty good. And then I guess they sat down and were like, okay, well, there's still some concerns with Jalen, but let's just load up, get him weapons, and this is basically a test. So, because if he can't do it with the weapons we gave him, then maybe it's time to move on. But if he can do it with the weapons we gave him, and he's still on that deal, or he's on that rookie contract, that second-round contract, then it opens up more doors for us to make moves at the trade deadline to go make another playoff run.
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah,
that's the key, right? Like all those teams that you look at Seattle with Russ, right? When did they have their best run? Is when he was on his rookie deal.
Yeah,
right. Teams, when they're quarterback.
I can't.
I wasn't. I'm not comparing. I'm not comparing.
I know that. I'm just talking about that team. That team was ridiculous. That defense was ridiculous.
Well, yeah, but that's what Greg's saying. They were that ridiculous because of the contract that Russ was on at the time, right? So you could give players, that type of money for them to come and play and build up that defense. And that defense is still probably one of the best defenses, at least in my lifetime. Is
ever,
up there.
Right? They're ranked like ever. Yeah, you can argue they were
probably up there
with
the 85 Bears.
Ever. But that was homegrown. I think they were.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Cam Chancellor was drafted
because he was here. Carlos Clemens, the DN.
I'm pretty sure. I know Sherman was a 6-rounder for them.
Yeah.
I know Cam Chancellor got drafted by them. Earl Thomas got drafted by them. So they built
Wagner?
through the draft. You know what I mean?
Wagner
yeah,
was
Bobby was built. Yeah.
Thanks for bringing up Earl Thomas again. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
But yet again, when it came for them to get their paychecks, right? For them to get their money, they could do that because of Russell's contract situation, where Russell wasn't making, $100 million at that time, or whatever the top money was back in 15, 16, that time of football.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is nice. Right.
It is very nice.
It is nice. It is nice. It's the same way with Flacco when he won, right?
Yeah.
He won.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, I mean, he's got a window. He's got the city behind him. He's got the team behind him. Shit, Andy Reid even got behind his ass.
Yeah.
From KC. Like we need to still hear Andy talk about Eagles.
Right.
Bro, you won.
I thought too,
you're done.
Where did that question come from? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who's asking Andy about Jaylen? Like, seriously, who is doing that?
Yeah.
At a freaking barbecue event, probably.
Andy Reid. What the fuck is Andy Reid talking about? Wow.
Yeah.
And he's out here eating the hamburgers and getting asked about Philly still.
They don't ask
and then everyone in the city's like
KC.
gulping the, now everyone's all slurping Andy's words now. See, he's gonna be awesome now.
Yeah. Get the fuck out of here.
So we're gonna expect no look passes now from Jaylon.
42-37 Heat at halftime.
So that under looks pretty good.
Yeah, thanks. I got the over. Appreciate it.
Yeah, that under looks solid.
As mentioned earlier, Jayson Tatum 4 points on 1 of 9 shooting.
Yeah,
there it is.
He hurt his shoulder. Remember, he hurt his shoulder earlier. I thought they were going to take him out.
Sixer killer Al Horford 3 of 5 for 10 with 3 rebounds. Ron Williams, right? Is it Ronnie?
Robert Williams.
Yeah. He's got 4 points, 2 of 2. I thought he was not playing tonight.
They have listened to him day to day for the entire series because something with his knee. So he's been like day
He's
to
got
day.
7 rebounds. Leading scorer is actually D. White. Who the hell is D. White? Derek White
Yep.
Yeah, D White. He comes off the bench.
with 11 points, 5 of 6 shooting, 14 minutes. Jaylen Brown sit with 6 points. That's for your Celtics. Your Heat are led by Mr. Bam Adebayo, 5 of 8 for 10. Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, and Caleb Martin all have 7. Duncan Robinson's got 5. Starters Kyle Lowry and Max Strus are 0 for 7 combined for 2 big fat goose eggs in the first half.
Now let me ask you guys this question:
in 26 minutes combined.
Do you think there is a possibility Boston I guess you could say blow up, but trades either Jayson Tatum or Jaylen Brown and separates them
Yes.
if they don't get to the finals in the next year or so?
Yeah, but for what? Where does he go? Because it won't be Tatum, right?
No, it won't be. It'll probably be Brown.
It'll be
Brown.
It'll be Brown. But where does he go? And what do you get? Like, he's young. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to get for that? Now, I'm not a believer that Jaylen Brown can be your number one guy. He's a great number 2.
25 years old.
Yeah, he's a great number 2. But where does he go? Who's
Right
going?
here.
You know what I mean? Who's going to give up a
Tobias Harris
boatload of money?
Oh my God.
Who'd you say?
Tobias Harris.
He ain't coming.
James Harden. I'll trade James Harden for him right now.
I don't know if I would trade Harden for him.
I'll trade Harden for a bag of chips.
Harden for Jaylen Brown. I think I would do it too. I think I would do it too.
I don't know if I would, because then you don't have a point guard.
You got Maxey.
Yeah, Maxey.
He ain't a point guard.
He's good enough to run the point for you,
No,
though.
he's not.
He's
not.
Yeah, but he's not making $47 million to be a pass first point guard.
I'm
not paying James Harden $47 million to be a 12 assist guy.
He's so much better as the 2. He's so much better
Maxey?
as the 2. Yeah.
No, I don't disagree.
Point,
I don't
but
disagree.
he's so much better at the 2. I'm not trading him.
We got Jalen Springer.
Oh my
Jesse
goodness.
Davis says Tatum from Booker swap. Yeah, right. Booker ain't going nowhere. Come on, man.
Oh man.
Come on, man. Are we okay? Is that what Tom says sometimes? Are we okay out there? Are we okay? Yeah. Hello. Are we okay?
If you would have said
I can't do it anymore. Just
I think if you would have said Ayton, I would believe an Ayton swap. You know what I mean? Like Ayton is the one guy going out of Phoenix, and even I think that's far fetched. I don't think there's any chance Booker leaves Phoenix.
Hell no, Booker ain't going nowhere.
I think a realistic spot for Jaylen Brown, if they do decide, maybe this isn't going to work out, is Portland.
Now Portland makes sense, but they don't have anything to give up for him now.
Well, they had the 7th pick in this year's draft.
They need more than that.
You think
Dallas?
so? Damon.
Dallas
If
would be a good one.
Jaylen Brown was in this draft, he'd be a top 3 pick without a doubt.
Easily. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, you got to give up more. It would be this year and maybe another next year.
Yeah, you had multiple ones for
multiple
sure.
picks for sure.
You could Dallas is another interesting one with a sign and trade with Brunson.
That would be
that is. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Brunson's going to get paid, right? So
yeah, he's getting his money easily this.
He's
going
to get his money. So it's like, do you get Lucas some help and get him a scorer on the wing?
Do you like that backcourt with Smart and Brunson though?
It's gritty.
Yeah,
it's
but
tough.
it's small.
It's small. It's
Super
small.
No,
it is.
It's small as hell. I like him going to Dallas though. That would make sense to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know what you give up for him, but I like him. I like him going to Dallas for sure. That'll give Luka some help because Luka needs help bad.
Yeah. I'm trying to think,
Or maybe him going to no, you can't go to Brooklyn. We already did the Kyrie experiment.
Yeah, Kyrie's definitely not going back. There's another one, sign and trade. You could, to your point, right? You could have signed and trade that one too.
Yeah.
Try and trade with the Lakers, Russ for Jaylen Brown.
I wish I could kick you out right now.
It would never in a million.
No, it would never happen.
Never in a
It would
million.
never
years.
happen.
But I mean, it just goes
My
back to
Philly
the
stream-
point, though.
my
It
Philly
just goes back to the
stream,
point. There's nowhere to really put him.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Who's going to give up? Who's going to give up? Anything for him?
See, I think that we're obviously just blanking on where potential he goes. I think there's a ton of teams. Obviously, if Jaylen Brown hits the market, he's available. Like they're going to make sure people want him. You know what I mean? But to your point, the finding the landing spot. I mean, geez, could you imagine the Warriors?
Oh my
Wiggins,
goodness!
like replace Wiggins with Brown.
Wiggins has been balling too.
He has been.
He has been balling for sure.
And to think, and then to your point, Ralphie, like they had a couple first round picks here recently, right? Like James Wiseman's nowhere to be found.
Yeah, Kuminga is finally getting.
Since the playoffs has been relegated to the bench, and rightfully so. Right,
Yeah.
rightfully so. You're on the bench, but he played spurts that I saw him in the regular season. He played well, Kuminga, but he's not a playoff guy yet, right? So imagine him getting more experience. The Warriors are scary. The Warriors are scary.
And that's what I'm saying. Like they had two top 10 picks, and they're back in the Western Conference, and they should win tomorrow on home court and go back to the NBA Finals. The
hypothetical swap of Iguodala and Wiggins, though, was obviously a good swap, right? I'm not saying Wiggins is the defender that Iguodala is, but he's going to bring that contribution, right? He's going to give you more actually offensively too. Mm-hmm. The problem with Golden State though is they're a 10-12-0 run before you blink.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
You know what I mean? Like if you're not hitting your shots.
Oh no, go ahead, Greg.
No, you say kind of to Nate's point earlier, right? Like with Dallas living and dying by the three. Like if Dallas misses 2-3 shots, Warriors could come down, bang 3 threes, and all of a sudden it's 10-0, and you're like, what just happened? What just happened?
You know what's
it's been
scary
30
about
seconds
that
and we're down 15 now.
And the Warriors are such a scary team because you could go into halftime knowing, like, if Steph Curry has 6 points, it's still creeping in the back of your mind, like, damn, this dude hasn't gone off yet. And then here comes the third quarter, and it's just bang, bang, bang. And Curry, and then you look at the box score at the end of the game, and he's got 35. We had 6 at halftime. Like, that's so scary about the Warriors, where they have two guys who could shoot so badly in the first half and then just switch it on in the second half and end with 40 pieces. It's insane.
Did Clay
and they've been like that. They've been like that for the past 8 years now.
And then Steph hit them with the
night. I like
with the night at the end of the game.
I like that.
Did Clay get re-signed to them? Did he get his contract?
Yeah, I think they gave him like I think it was like a 5-year deal.
So after he got hurt, right? He still got the deal.
Yes, he should have gotten it.
Okay. Because I'm looking at him, Steph's 34.
Yeah, 5-year, 189 is when he got it.
Okay.
He's not a free agent until 2 more years, till 24.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I mean, by that time he'll be 34. He'll be 34.
189. He's making 40 this year and then 43 next year.
Who, Clay?
Clay, yeah, it was all back ended.
Yeah, like I said,
he got the contract in 19, the year he tore his ACL.
That might be an interesting swap if that's where your head's going. Phillies
Clay
gave up a home run. Dansby Swanson, son of a bitch.
He was so good at Vanderbilt, by the way.
He's actually turned into a really good pro too.
He has.
He's either engaged or dating a United States women's soccer player. Mal Pugh.
I found it interesting that you know who everybody's dating, Greg.
Yeah.
I saw this. It's funny.
Center cut fastball. No wonder it went out. Jesus. Bellotti. Oh my God.
Saw this Photoshop picture of Hillary Duff. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Hillary Duff was my girl back in the day.
So Jaylen Brown and Clay will be free agents at the same time. 24.
And they're 10 years apart or 8 years apart. 7.
I see the comments, y'all.
If that's where you're going, that's an interesting swap, Nate.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
For both sides, too.
Yeah, but I think they need to give up more for Clay. I don't know.
I would agree.
I would say that, but Jaylon's what, 4 or 5 years younger than him?
25. He's 7 years younger than him.
Yeah. For sure. We should all zoom in for the Creepy Greg segment. Mr. Wing, I was seeing you talking, man. I'm not even paying attention to whatever you got to say about Joel Embiid. Like, I'm just stop it. Stop it, Mr. Wing. He really thinks we should trade Joel Embiid. Like, this guy's insane.
Oh no.
What are you getting back, Mr. Wing? I'm not trading him, but I'm not opposed to it.
Are you serious, Greg? Greg, are you serious? Did you really just say that? Come on. We oppose. Why would you trade the best player on the planet? Are you okay? Are you okay? Is that U.S. Bets hat too tight right now?
No.
Like, come on. You're not trading Joel Embiid.
I completely agree. I'm with you, right? But
no,
at the same time,
you're not with me. You're just no way.
At the same time, how many years do we got left with him being the best player on the planet?
Probably at least 3 to 4.
All right. And how many years do we have left with him losing in the second round of the playoffs?
Probably 3 or 4.
And how many years do we have left with Doc underutilizing him and the rest of this team?
Doc's got 1 more year.
I wish Ralphie's Lakers take him from us.
Oh my goodness!
I'll trade Russ for Doc. I'll do it. I'll be that guy. I'll be the team player.
No,
we'll take Russ.
You
take
can't have
Doc.
Russ and Harden on the same team. Not no more. You know what I mean? There's no
that
way.
would never work.
Like, I just want everybody
take Russ over Harden.
to calm down. If I had some sage,
You did not just say that. Russ over Harden?
I'll take him right now.
Oh my goodness. Jesus.
At least I know Russ can't shoot.
He can't do a lot of stuff right now.
Yes, correct.
Like run an offense. You know what I mean? Like run a team. It's got to be just him. It's the only way he works.
7-4 Braves, top 7. God, Alec Baum was right. I hate it here.
Greg, I just don't like the fact. I just don't like your attitude. I like creepy Greg better. Trade Joel. Are we like? What are we talking about here? Trade.
Yeah, but you have to start thinking about it at least.
No, you don't. It's like,
or at least entertaining it.
Time. Like, what are we talking about? We don't have Kobe to say, okay, bye, Shaq. You can go. You know what I mean? Like, no, we don't trade Joel Embiid. You don't think about it. It doesn't even creep in your mind. You don't go to sleep and then dream about it. You don't wake up and the first thing you do after you brush your teeth is say, hey, I think about trading Joel Embiid today. Fuck no. Hell no.
No, it never crosses my mind at that point. Boston takes the lead 43-42. Just starting the third quarter. I think they're on Boston's first lead since 14-13.
Damn.
Which is right about when we came on air.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at quarters, when you look at teams like that. No, I'm not even going to go to there. I'm not done talking about Joel Embiid. Okay, I'm not even going to switch the subject. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what was the sponsors for the doctors again? Make sure we put that sponsor back so you guys can see and know what facility to go to. Make sure that they know the address and everything, because there's no way we trade Joel Embiid. I just don't understand the logic behind it. Like, what do you think you're going to get, and how good?
That's why I asked. What are you getting back? What's the deal? I'm not trading him just to trade him. I'm obviously trading him because I want to potentially use that chip to kind of keep this window open.
You're not going to get enough back for him to be competitive. He's the best player in the league. He averages a point a minute.
Snub from MVP, and he should have been all NBA first team as well.
Twice.
I don't understand the hate that he gets. I don't get it. I don't understand where the hate coming from.
Because he's a process guy. That's why.
Ah,
because he's the process guy.
What are
gotcha.
you talking about? He is Philly. Like he's whatever. He's what we
Yeah.
want, and a player, and everything. And you want to get rid of this guy?
No, I didn't say I want to get rid of him.
I hope your next girlfriend and wife is ugly, Greg. For saying
my
that.
She
God.
probably is.
Jesus.
I don't know where she is right now, but she probably is.
I hope she is. I hope she's ugly.
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ! Like, what do we talk? Like, are we serious?
Nate, I don't want to, but if you're gonna bring up the conversation, I'll listen. I think as a GM, you have to.
Nah, man. No way we look at that.
You have to listen. I'm not saying we're trading him. I don't. This does not mean that I want to trade Joel.
Tatum for Embiid. Sorry, I had to ladle that. I had to stir a little bit. You know, it was my time to stir.
Tatum for Embiid. You know what? For a split second, I thought about it. Right? Like,
See?
it's like the meme, right? When the guy's walking with the girl and the other girl's walking back, and you kind of get that look back.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Yep.
Double
Let
glance.
me just
Double
double check
glance.
that a little bit again.
Yeah.
Nah, give me Embiid, man. Give me JoJo. I'm rocking with my guy. I don't know what you boys are talking about. I'm rocking with the big fella down low. Give me a point a minute. I'll take it.
Nah,
He's
it is
unstoppable.
crazy.
He's unstoppable. You're absolutely right. Until we get to the second round of the
something out.
playoffs.
It is very
And he gets
crazy
hurt.
that he's not NBA.
And-
He's not NBA first team though. It is.
Yeah, I know, and
It's-
I liked how Tatum came out. Like they all, it's crazy how they all, a lot of players are really just backing Embiid,
Yeah.
which was nice. One from MVP, and then obviously Tatum coming out. Like he's in the playoffs. You know what I mean? He didn't have to say that,
Nah.
right?
Yeah.
He's in the playoffs, thinking about Miami. He said one comment. Obviously, they want to keep going on about it, but it just shows the respect that he has in his league. As one of the best player, if not in my opinion, the best player in the league.
No, for sure.
You know, I think that goes a long way. And you know,
And some idiot wants to trade him.
oh man, Greg, you're killing me, man. And we're usually on the same side, right? We usually have the same kind of frequency and wavelength, but you're killing me right now.
Max Strus missed another layup. Oh my gosh.
Who?
This guy. Max Strus couldn't miss against us,
Yeah.
and now he's struggling.
Yeah, I can't.
0 for 7.
I think that's the first time I've seen Miami Stadium full though.
Yes, that's
Really?
for sure.
Yeah. For real.
Yeah, I can't. Were they tying it up, right? No way.
Yeah.
They sold out every game in Miami. You serious? It's
They might
been
sell
light.
out, but not everybody shows up.
In the beginning, it's like people can't even get in the stands. It's like it's white and orange, right?
Yeah.
You know, in the stands. But by the time they get to the second quarter, that joint's filled up.
It's like LA, big party town, bright lights, everyone shows up late. Strus with 2 free throws. That's his only points. 4 free throws, 4 points.
0 for 7 from
46.
the field.
Yeah, you would see that. 46-45 Heat. Just a little over 8 minutes to go in the third.
Okay, Mr. Wing, I'll entertain you right now. I will entertain you. Give me the deal. Give me the deal that will entertain you. Tell me what is Joel.
Just two first though. But they were for later on though. What was it 27 and 20 and 29?
Right.
First for Harden.
Here's your chance, Wingy. Salt, pepper, ketchup on those things. Tell me. What are we giving for what is an acceptable offer for Joel Embiid?
I'd be interested as well. Because I haven't figured out one yet, right? So that's where, again, I'm not.
You're not. He's not.
I'm not trading him.
And that's how we kill this conversation, Mr. Wing.
My mistake. It was 20. Yeah, 20 unprotected 22 first rounder, and then a top 8 protected in 2027 first rounder.
We don't have any draft picks this year, do we?
No. Nope.
Because the 23rd pick is going to Brooklyn?
Brooklyn, yep.
Which
And
is wonderful.
they can choose to take it, right?
When you're so far up against the
Well,
cap.
this year it's unprotected. This year's it's unprotected, but it goes to Brooklyn because of the Harden trade.
I think I was thinking that they could defer it back to us, possibly. I hope so.
Oh yeah. So the Nets could defer the pick and would switch it to next year to 2023. So essentially, it's essentially the Nets until they make the decision if they want to keep the pick or not. They could switch it to next year's 2023.
Yeah.
No, Wingy, right? Don't tell me 3 firsts and 2 players. Give me the deal. I want the deal. Because 3 firsts and 2 players ain't enough. Who's the 2 players? Is it LeBron and AD? Right?
Not so.
Yeah, it's gonna be Max Strus and Kyle Lowry. He's gonna go to the Heat to play with Jimmy.
Go back and play with
And
Jimmy.
and then Daryl Moore is gonna make up for not trading for Kyle Lowry.
You're not even just a wing no more. You're just a wing.
Make up for not trading for Kyle Lowry.
You had your shot, bro. You had your shot. You had your shot. I stopped the show. I gave you airtime to tell me what's good with an MB trade, and you said 3 firsts and 2 players. Stop it. I'm done with you. Every time I come on Wednesday, I'm gonna ignore your comments now. I'll let Tom entertain you. So what we got out there, y'all? The winner of the Eastern Conference Finals will win the NBA championship. Agree or disagree? Once again, everybody who's on the chat, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification button. Let us know, right? Let us know what you think of the poll question today. The winner of the Eastern Conference will win the NBA Challenge. If you know, on Money Pot had a whole fucking show about Miami winning it. You can see the hat. I mean, it's the first time I fucking wear anything outside of Philly. But let us know. I got, what was my bet?
So you agree? Or did you not agree?
I don't think I even said anything. I mean, I've been talking and yapping for over an hour now.
Yeah, we both have. Yeah, we all have. That's what makes it great. That's why
we're
the A team.
You know what? I'm going
to
the
A team.
I'm going to agree because I'm going to keep with my bet. My bet's live still. I think Miami takes it. Like I said, I've been pounding the paint about Miami. Got scared with Jimmy when Jimmy went down. And then they lost bad, and I thought it was over. But it ain't over. They need this one tonight, though.
Yes.
Right. They definitely. This is a must-win game for Miami, and a lot of people back Miami. It was -3.5 Boston. So you got a home dog, 7-1 at home, ATS, and they were a home dog at +3.5. So a lot of people on Miami today. They started off good, obviously, first half. This quarter, not so much. Only down by 1. Last time I checked, 49-48. So I think that hopefully Miami pulls it off. And then they get 2 games to get 1, right? They get 2 games to get 1. I would think they wouldn't want to go to Boston and finish it. Going to be tough to beat Boston. They're 3-4 on the road right now. So
and I don't think Boston's lost 2 games in a row in the playoffs.
Probably not.
No, they have not. They have not.
Yeah, probably not. And they lost them, and they lost in Boston already too. So, and that was the game where Jimmy got hurt, I believe.
Oh, Marcus Smart with a
game
shot.
3. Yeah. Game 3, Jimmy got hurt. So
52-48.
They need this game. They need this game big time. It's a must-win game for them. And they're doing it all across the board, right? Everybody's got a little bit of piece. Tatum starting to wake up a little bit, even though he's 2 for 10. But
Duncan
Larry
Robinson checking in. Larry looks like a shell himself.
Yeah, and was it Strus? 0 for 9.
Strus. Yep. 0 for 14 combined with him and Larry.
Yeah. Shout out to John. I disagree. Hard to think Golden State doesn't win it all. It is. And like I said, the numbers were I couldn't find it on BetUS. Let me go to FanDuel real quick. NBA Finals. Yeah, it's not bad. It's -165.
That's so cheap.
It's still cheap. Let me share the screen real quick just so y'all boys can see what I'm talking about. They have the BetUS has the 2023 odds already.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, like what are we doing here, BetUS?
Yeah, Golden State's a -7 tomorrow.
Right there.
On FanDuel.
Yeah, right there. -165, which I think is still pretty good. Like you're paying a lot of juice. But it's going to be hard to beat Golden State, especially
right. But it's almost, I don't want to say guarantee, but right. But that's your closest 100% winner, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. If Jimmy's hurt, you're getting him less than 2-1 to win.
Yeah.
That's if you got the cash. Now we're going to do a show on Money Pot Up on how to bet during these murky waters, right? With recession talk and markets down, cash is getting strapped. So we'll talk about bankroll, but bankroll management. Like don't bet with house money. Never bet with house money. Bet with money.
You guys put any money down for the PGA last weekend?
I did not. I did not. I know a lot of people were on Tiger to make the cut. Tiger's always a favorite bet. People are always a betting Tiger to win. Who was another?
He did make the cut.
Huh? He did make the cut, but he bailed out, right?
Yeah, he withdrew. Yeah,
he withdrew. So I knew early. So who? Roy jumped out early, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and Justin Thomas won it on a
Thomas
playoff.
came steaming back. It was Roy, and then it was somebody else that kind of took the lead too, and then Justin Thomas came out.
So Rory had the lead after the first round.
Yeah,
and
Roy,
then
and then
the third round was Mito Pereira, the guy.
Yeah,
from,
and he choked
Chile.
it. He choked it,
dude.
He choked it. He had it.
He didn't choke it. I mean, he threw it up.
Yeah, he literally had it.
Poor guy too, because that's tough to recover from. Poor guy.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I knew a lot of people put money on Roy. Once he jumped out to that lead, after the first round, and he had what happened? He shot like a history, like it was one of his best. What was he, like 65 under or something like that, somewhere in there.
No, he's 5 under. Yeah, he was 5 under after the first round. Yep.
Yeah, in the first round. So
65.
Yeah, so I with golf, I kind of look at when I bet golf, I kind of look at who's hot coming in, and who's been kind of at the top end, and it's just you kind of got to get lucky with some.
Oh, you absolutely got to get lucky.
All those odds are so long. The last golf bet I won was when Tiger won. What did he win? What's the last major Tiger won? The Masters, right?
Masters.
Yeah. When he won the Masters was the last one. The last bet I won for golf. Other than that, I don't bet golf enough to do some of those make the cut parlays are nice because you can tend to the top of the field, so you can kind of make a little bit of money doing that. But I'm not. I bet more tennis than I do golf.
Tennis?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. My mom was a big tennis fan. My mom was a big Andre Agassi fan. So
who was it? Who was it? With the hair
Agassi.
back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right. Before he shaved it, before he went bald. Yeah.
Before he went bald, right?
Yeah, I was watching Agassi and Sampras a lot. So
Sampras, yeah.
I don't know a lot of the new guys. Well, we all know who the greats are, right? Federer's, Nadal's, and what's his name? The fucking tall dude. I forget his name.
Djokovic.
Djokovic, yeah. So we know those, but there's a new kid coming up. What's his last name? There's a new kid coming up. He just actually won today. It begins with the A. What's his name? Alcazar, I think it is. He's sixth in the world right now. Watch out for him. He's a younger kid. He's one of the newer kids coming up. And women's was easy for a while, right? It was a Serena. Serena and Venus, you were good. Didn't matter. But I bet a little tennis there, Ralphie. You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's
a little bit of tennis. I got a bet on hockey. I got the Lightning winning it all. Going for that.
I had the Lightning. I had the Lightning for the series this past series.
Yeah.
That cashed nice and early.
Swept.
Oh yeah.
Get the broom.
There's There's another. So in women's golf, you have the Korda sisters, Nelly and Jessica Korda.
Uh-huh.
They have a younger brother who's a professional tennis player, Sebastian Korda.
Oh.
The family just produces just friggin' professionals.
That's athletes. Yep.
Yeah.
Athletes central over there.
I think both dad and mom were the professional tennis players.
Nice.
So I see John calling out Mr. Wing. Did Mr. Wing ever come back with an actual trade?
Hell no. So I'm done. If we not ordering wings, I don't want to talk about wings. You know what I mean? I'm not talking about Mr. Wing no more. I can't putting up this nonsense, this foolishness.
So Nate agrees with a poll. I disagree.
Yeah, I disagreed as well.
I think it can be close because one thing that Golden State, when they do struggle, they struggle with teams that are physical and play defense, and both of these teams do. So it will be a series, but I just think they're too skilled on the offensive end to go into any prolonged slumps. Oh my God!
In fact,
Oladipo built
the way that Boston and Miami are shooting in the series, if they play Golden State, it might end fast.
It might end in the first quarter.
Yeah, just the way that
the
way that Golden State plays, and they
Oladipo just threw up
shots.
3 bricks in a row, like literally missed the rim bricks.
Each team, both teams. Oh, Miami's 1 for 12 this quarter for 3-point. Boston's 1 for 2.
Maybe
it feels like we switched back the clock. This is like old school basketball. It's not like 99 to like 90 right now in the third quarter. We actually got a game.
They're
actually pretty low
15
scoring.
from 3. Like they're like nobody's shooting well at all in this game.
And 8-4 Braves, nice.
Yeah, I saw they just put another run up.
Double by Acuna, or is that Acuna? This Phillies team is atrocious.
Yeah, they are. They fucking suck. Like it's 1 minute you say you love it here, and the next minute you hate it here. It's fucking ridiculous. Celtics starting to open up too. We're keeping it close though. It's a big quarter by Boston. 29 quarter right here. Live total is 181 right now. 181 and a half.
Jeez.
I don't know. They get there. They get there. 110 points right now. Well, a little bit more now. 112 points. They need about 70 more points between the two of them. And 3 minutes left.
There's only 4 minutes left to go in the third too.
Yeah, they might get there.
What'd you take, the under or the over?
I didn't touch this game. Basketball has been beating the bullshit out of my bets. So I've been kind of sticking with the props. But like I mean, I think I was watching Sports Center today. Like we've never seen like just blowouts.
Yeah. It's been like
back-to-back blowouts. Like the game looks good for a little bit, and then next thing you know, it's just like blowout.
Somebody's up by 25. You know what I mean?
Like blowout. So no, it's just like I can't anymore. I done leaked too much. I don't leak too much money on betting basketball. That's why I hate. Like sometimes I really hate betting basketball. I move to betting props more.
Yeah, like if I'm gonna put money on basketball, I usually do like the props, like with the 3 points and the rebounds, and the points and rebound combined and stuff like that. I like doing that more than betting a straight up money line or taking the -1 or -3.
And then you got your people that go online, right? You got your people go online. You're a fan. You're a guru. Everybody's a fucking guru now who bets. Scared to show that they lose. They suck you in, right?
Yeah.
They suck you right in because they're showing this, showing that, and showing these winners. All right, I'll do it. I'll pay $75, $100 for a winner, and then you get the winning list, right? And half the teams are teams you were going to play anyway. and then the other half are teams that like they lose, and then you go back, right? Say you get a 5-team, list of plays. You get 5 plays to play, and then you go back and you lose. You lose like 1 out of 4. But that one game they win, it was like their whale play. Like it was the best. It was the best play they had.
4-unit play. Yeah.
Yeah, it was our 4-unit, 5-unit. Like, get the fuck out of here, man.
So we're up units, but yet we lost 4 games except for 1.
Man, it's it's crazy out there with people and the bets.
We're giving out bets, right? We're like hockey's a good one, right? Like, with the money line. Oh yeah, Avalanche money line. Yeah, it's minus 170. No shit. Like, where am I making money? Like,
it's minus 225, 230,
Yeah.
240. I mean, shit, it was minus 1. It was minus 260 today.
Yeah,
it was 260
I think
for
even
Avalanche to win today.
Even minus 1.5 tonight, I think was minus 130.
Yeah.
What's the point of even putting money down for that? Honestly,
I mean, that's big money, right? For minus 260, you're putting down, a couple thousand. That's the only way.
Yeah.
That's the only way you play those favorites, and you live and die if a minus 260 favorite loses. It is what it is.
Right.
But it is really interesting to see how, because I'm not one to lie. Like when I first started out, I was buying bets, right? I was buying bets, but I was buying bets to learn people's strategies and how they did it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make money, obviously. There's no doubt about it. I brought a bet because I was like, oh, this person sucked me in. He told me what he bet, or he somehow I entertained what he was selling. All right, let me see what you got. Right. And then the more I did it, the more I found out that all these motherfuckers are trash.
Yeah.
Like they're just trash. And I'm just thinking, like, I'm buying bets and you're not better than me. Like, it's not light years better than me. Like, you're not better than me. And your bad swings are like bad. Like bad. Like I have bad swings. You know what I mean? Like, and shout out to everybody on there who's still a member. Jesse, I see you. John, you're a member. Devlin, you're a member. I see you. I'm trying to think who else was a member I saw earlier. I thought there was another person I saw that was a member earlier. But Sean, that's who it was. Sean was a member. So for all you guys who are members, make sure you guys can be still a member. Go to YouTube, go to A2D Radio, hit the join button. Only $9.99 a month for picks, plays from me, from the guys from Money Pop Podcast. And we give out free shows. Tom's giving out free jerseys. I don't know if he can give out a free Philly jersey right now. They'll probably get it sent back the way the Phillies are fucking playing. But we have
delivery.
Yeah, we obviously we give shout outs on the shows. They have Fan Friday. We got all this stuff for you guys for $9.99 in a month, and obviously the picks is one of the biggest draws. But when you go on to these, you go on Instagram, you go on all this stuff, man, they're paying what? $50, $75, $125, $150 for all these plays. And it looks nice, right? They give you a nice little setup, nice little email and shit like that. But it's fucking trash. Because these boys be losing.
Yeah.
Like they really do. These boys be losing, and they be losing big time. So like I said, man, I don't knock anybody for buying picks. I've brought picks plenty of times, during my kind of journey. And I just came to the fact that they're just not better than me. Now, I don't know why I said all that, but it sounded good. Yeah. Filled up some time.
It's the truth, though, right? If I'm going to lose money, I'd rather lose my money like making my pick, right?
Yeah, you know what? People, it's funny. People have said that to me. There's like, I don't need anybody to lose my money for me. It's kind of how they say it. Yeah. And my response to that is that, well, how much are you losing? Because I'm winning. Right. You know what I mean? So if you want to go pick here, go ahead and play. But I'm telling you right now, like we're winning over here. This is the winning circle over here. If you want to be part of the winning circle, let's go. If not, hey, good luck. Just make sure you support A2D and Money Pot. That's all I got to say.
Absolutely. And also, I know baseball is Willie Vegas's money spot too. I know he's giving out at least 3-4 times a week DFS picks.
And the home run parlay.
He's got to hit one of them soon.
I was about to say, has he hit one yet? Because I don't think he has.
No, not yet.
Not yet. Those are tough.
He's going 2 or 3s, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, those are so tough. That's so hard to hit. That's like
they're fun though. Like if you throw $1, $2 on them, they're fun.
Yeah, I call them I call them scratchy ticket plays.
Yep,
they are. That's what I call them. They're scratchy ticket plays. They're your 8, 9 team parlays and other things to get. That's a tough bet to play. Tough bet to play.
Oh my God.
So we got we still got the Mavs and Warriors game. Now we talked about the Phils. We talked about obviously Boston and Miami still going at it 64-58 right now. Huge quarter by Boston, 25-16 quarter. So Boston really pouring it on. They need this. This was a big quarter by them. They needed this quarter. But looking forward to the Mavs game, obviously Luka came out and said he still thinks they can win. Obviously, nobody thinks that right now. That line is at -7. Total is 215.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Golden State tomorrow. No, I'm taking Golden State
all day.
I think last game was basically I'm gonna leave this all out on the floor. Hope everything goes right, and it pretty much did with Dallas. Last game everything was working for Dallas. I think it was like they're like their last hurrah. And I think Golden State wins it tomorrow night on home court, and then they go back to the finals yet again. So since what 19, right? Yeah, since 19 when they lost to Toronto.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that was I'm sorry, Dallas's load the other night.
Yeah.
That was what they had, and they just kind of like we alluded to with the poll question too. Is just there's so much firepower from Golden State that they're a walking run. They're a walking run whenever they want it to be. And when Steph's shooting the ball like he is, it's tough.
Yeah, tough to slow down and tough to stop, especially if Clay gets going too.
He's quiet.
I mean, his only big game was what I think it was like Game 6 against Memphis when he dropped over 30. That Game 6 against Memphis when he went off, and pretty much he's been pretty much quiet outside of that game.
Let's do they have the player points up? All right, let's look at it real quick while we got some time. Yeah, we'll do a little money pot thing here real quick.
They have the props already up?
Yep.
Nice.
Told you Joker's just the motherfucking takeover. All right. Wow. So we're looking at the prop points right here real quick for tomorrow's game.
What you doing, Oladipo? Get wide, you idiot.
We got Luka at 34.5. We got Curry at
34.5 for Luka.
Yeah, 34.5.
Holy shit.
-108, and then the under minus. I mean, he's gonna have to.
Yeah,
he's gonna have to. Obviously, Curry is 27. Clay is 18.5. Kind of like this Clay at 18.5.
I like Clay over. Yeah.
Just the fact because we were talking about him, he's due a little bit here. I mean, he's had. I'm trying to look at his numbers. He had 12, 19, 15, and 15. He's due for at least a 20-point game. At the very least, a 20-point game. And then what's the when they have the combos? Luka's combos of points and assists or points
42. Was that
points, rebounds, and assists 52.5.
52. Jesus.
That's a triple double.
Well, he's hit it 3 times in a row.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's hit it out of the 4 games they've played, he's hit it 3 out of the 1. It's just because it's his usage. You know what I mean? Like he's got to. He's got no choice. He's got no choice. So I actually like this. It's a lot, but I still like it just because and the
so
juice
it's 52.
It's -120.
Yeah, 50. Yeah,
52. So you got
52.5.
So if he goes over his points, that's 35.
Right.
And then it's what? At that point, it's
Even tennis,
eight,
yeah,
eight,
that's a
It's
triple
8,
double,
8,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's 9 and 9, 8, 8 to get there.
Yeah.
I don't think it's outrageous. Kind of to your point, Nate, right? Even thinking about it, it's not outrageous. It makes sense, right? It's not like it's a bet where you're asking like Maxey to do those numbers, right? You know what I mean? And that's not a shot at Maxey, but just
Have you guys ever done the first basket before?
Those are tough, man.
No, I haven't.
Like I have, but those are so tough. Let me see. Let me go back here because it should be in the popular first basket. I mean, to me, you always go with the star, right?
Yeah.
Like it's either going to be Luka. To me, it's either going to be Luka or Steph. Like, and the numbers show that.
Yeah.
I would probably go Luka. One little tip I do for first basket, I look at how many times is what team won the tip. Like who's gotten the first shot attempt.
That'll tell you who has the ball.
Yeah, that'll tell you who has the ball, and I'll just run with that, and hopefully they make it. I don't bet these because I bet more sure things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like so, like I like to bet the player doubles performance. Nothing in here really kind of strikes me as something that I like. I mean, we liked the Klay Thompson 20 points was obviously something we liked. You know, if you think Dallas has a shot, this Luka double is nice, plus 320.
Plus the win, right?
Yeah, for Dallas to win and Luka to get a double. That's nice. But if we go to player threes, I'm looking at this. Like, there's gonna be so many threes in this game because they're gonna be jacking.
Oh yeah.
Like Curry with only 3.5, like that. You know,
that's his over under 3.5.
His over and over is 3.5. Yeah.
Wow.
So like I would love that. Go with the top two, obviously Luka and Klay.
I wonder what number Steph threes would have to be to where you wouldn't bet it.
Where you wouldn't bet it?
Yeah. Because I think 5. What is it? I was thinking there too. So like what? Anything under 5.5, you'd fire on, but anything over 5.5, you wouldn't.
Yeah. So far in this series, it was 3 from. This is all from 3. 3 from 9, 6 from 10, 5 for 10, and then 2 for 5.
Oh yeah. So he's there.
So he's only. See, I think the last game is just that, right? They lost. You know what I mean? But if you look at all the wins, he's shooting at least 9 threes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
and making at least 50% of them. At least game 2 and game 3. Right. Game 3 he shot 50% from 3, and then game 4 game 3 he shot 6 for 10. Then game 4 he shot 5 from 10 from 3.
So this number is actually right.
I would probably take the over.
So 4, because 4 is a lot, right?
It is.
4 is a lot from what we're seeing. And he only did it once at home, but his volume is through the roof at home because he's shooting 9 or 10 times. So, if you wanted to be safe, I would go to his alt threes and then look at that jump. Like that jump is minus 440 versus minus 184. That's so ridiculous. So that tells me right there, if you're just looking at this, that tells me right here that he's going to get at least 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. He's going to get at least 3 and went minus 440. So the fact that he's going to get at least 3.
Take the over or the under.
Yeah, at least he's like the hook could kill you. Like you could catch the hook could kill you. But that could be the difference between your ticket winning or not. So like for this game, I'm looking at Luka's usage, right? I'm looking at what we saw for Luka with that over 52. I'm looking at some threes here. Like I said, obviously you got to like Luka and Steph just because they're the stars. Klay makes a lot of sense too. at 2.5. If we like him to get over that 18,
And especially, I was just going to say, if you're going to go over the bet of the points, you might as well add on that threes because he's going to have to do it.
Yeah, right. And I mean, he'll get his shots up too. And I'm all for Bullock, right? Because he just came off a good game where I think he went like 6 of 10. So
it's a far cry from him going 0 for the century.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't even mind taking a piece of is Draymond up there? Draymond's not up there for one made 3.
4-3 Avalanche.
Did you see his goal?
No, but I just saw it was 3-3 a second ago.
He just got a hat trick.
Who,
coast
McKinnon?
to coast goal.
Who?
McKinnon.
Dude, those guys are insane.
Yeah.
And I'm so happy that Colorado's moving on and Claude Giroux picked Florida.
Yeah, they got swept.
And they got swept. You could have picked Colorado. We could have gotten a better package for the team, and you can still be playing. Have fun. Have fun, Claude.
So is it 3-3 or 4-3?
It's 4-3. It was 3-1. Then it became 3-3. Now it's 4-3 Colorado.
And how about that? If the game finishes, they'll cover that puck line with that -1.5.
No, right now it's -1.
Yeah, I know, but remember you said Avalanche were -130 from -1.5.
Yeah.
And then Boston's winning by 17.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was
disgusting,
another blowout, Ralph.
Yeah, you see that? Coast to coast.
Wow, they're
I was on with the hockey happy hour boys last night, and through watching these NHL playoffs, the Flyers are so far away.
Yeah,
they're so far away from being
day.
even on the same ice as some of these teams. They're so good.
Good play, Jesse. I got the Lightning. The rare three-peat.
I think it'll happen. Tampa Bay is legit.
They got I jumped on the bandwagon because they got hot. I noticed. I was like, damn, they are beating the shit out of people.
Vasilevsky said, all right, I'll start playing now.
Yeah, right. Like they started to heat up. So I got a hot team going into the cup. Well, they got one more, right?
One more series. Yeah, you're going to have the conference finals coming up.
Yeah. Who's the series going to be against? The winner of the Rangers
Hurricanes.
Hurricanes.
Now, obviously, the Hurricanes are better.
Yes.
Come on, Rangers.
No.
Come on, Rangers.
Can't have the Rangers
going.
Get
a free win. Let me get an easy win.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I need easy wins. Then this game is over with. They get damn.
Yep.
They just exploded.
This is why I already hedged my bet for the Heat. I put a good amount of money on Golden State to win it all. I don't think the Celtics can beat them.
No, I agree there. I think Miami would have the best shot of the two teams.
That's a good question. I don't know what matchup is better. I think Miami has the depth and the shooting to stick with Golden State. That's why I like them to win it. But are you going to put Draymond on Tatum?
Yeah, wow. That's essentially what Miami did, right, with PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
You know,
so I'm just trying to think of those matchups because they don't match up too bad against Golden State. Clay and Brown, Tatum, I guess, and Draymond, and then you got
Wiggy. Or you can go Wiggy.
Yeah, you could.
On Tatum, right?
Yeah, you could. Yeah, I would think because you would need Draymond on Williams to keep him off the boards.
Yeah.
Because they'll eat up the boards if you don't.
I need the Blues to pull the net, and then give me an empty netter for the -1.5.
Oh, you took the 1.5.
Oh yeah,
They pulled. They just did it right.
there you go. They just pulled the goalie.
Yep.
I sweated last night. I had the under in the Carolina Rangers game, and it was 4-1, and the under was 5.5. I'm like, oh my god, I was sweating. I was sweating it. That's why I hate betting unders. That's why I hate betting unders, because then you sweat the unders.
Yeah, I'm not an under fan. Only really bet unders in baseball. It's the only time I really bet unders when there's some good pitching. But when there's good pitching, that should be low. It'd be like 6.5.
20-point game now, by the way, in Miami.
Oh my god.
Boston. Yeah, I figured that series was over. They're hurt, man. Miami's all hurt. They can't.
You need this empty net goal, don't you?
I do.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think I'll say we stick around into the empty net.
Okay.
Let's see if Greg gets a win today.
Let's go.
Because you've been losing, talking shit about trading on Embiid all fucking day.
I just said I'd listen. I just said I'd listen. The Phillies gave up another hit. Oh my god. Their bullpen is atrocious. And I don't know why they took Ranger out with like 80 pitches. I don't know why. Fire Joe. Fire Joe.
You know, I had a poll. I had put up a poll on him on that. I think I was actually pretty close. I had fired Girardi at -133, I think.
Okay.
At the time. When Doc, I had Doc at +108. Took a poll. We got, I think, like 60 or 70 people voted on it. It all Girardi.
Oh, nice.
It was like 40. It was like 40 something, 40 or 50 something to 20. It was all Girardi.
Wow.
Like, get this motherfucker out of here. I would lay those odds.
Yeah, I'm done with the guy. I gave a chance just because I gave Doc a chance, right? You know, we talked about this on Girardi. This is his third year.
Yeah, third year.
Has it really been 3 years already?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
And it was like it was kind of the same thing with Doc, right? Like, all right, I liked Brett, but I understood that, like, all right, he's probably not the guy to take us long term, and then you get like a basketball guy in here, and you're like, all right, cool, this guy will work well, get hopefully be able to get the best out of our guys. Yeah. Kind of same thing. Thought the same thing about Girardi, right? Like, I was never a fan of Girardi, even when he was up in New York, just because they have a $700 bazillion payroll. So how can't? Oh my gosh!
No fucking way!
Oh my god!
What?
They
tied it.
Scored to tie it up.
Get the fuck out of here!
Oh my god!
Wow!
Wow! St. Louis is hanging on for dear life.
It's a 3-1 too.
Yeah,
it's
3-1
yeah.
Colorado. Yeah, in the series.
Oh, look at that shit!
Wow,
that's insane. It was a rebound off a shot too.
Go! Yo, playoff hockey is dope.
I love it.
Playoff hockey's the best.
I love it.
Playoff hockey is dope.
Playoff hockey's the best.
Wow.
But yeah, so I gave Girardi a chance just because he was a baseball guy. But I knew, I had I wasn't a fan of him when he was in New York anyway. But it was just like, all right, this guy's not Kapler. Hopefully he can't be as worse. Kapler's actually is coaching better than him. So
yeah, right.
It's insane.
Down in San Fran, right?
Yeah, guy who spits out ice cream is better than Joe Girardi. Can't imagine the world.
But I remember your boys was talking about that. Like, he was made for San Fran, though, right? Because he's
he's a weirdo.
Yeah, he was made.
He's a weirdo. He uses big words.
Yeah,
definitely made for that San Fran atmosphere and Tech Valley. You know what I mean? Like, Tech Valley. You know, that type
Silicon
of
Valley.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yep. So that's what I was looking. Silicon Valley area. Yep. I think he's perfect for there, and the other side of it too. They don't have a superstar. They just have a collection of a bunch of decent players that buy into whatever he's feeding them. Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow, they can't believe they tied that shit up. I wonder what the money line was on the Blues. Had to be almost close to 2-1. And the over here, too. The over was probably like 5.5, 6.
6.5. Yeah, 6.5. I think.
Was it 6.5? Easy. Fucking St. Louis with 3 goals. And what they go to when they go to overtime, they do sudden death, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
20 minutes. Yep.
Oh, they keep playing, or they do a
Yep.
shootout?
Nope. Keep on playing.
No,
for 20
they
minutes.
keep playing in the playoffs. It's just an extension of the game until someone scores. But in the playoffs, there's no shootout.
What a fucking series!
Yep.
Wow.
We got OT.
OT.
And we're going to OT, boys.
And
before we get out of here, 85-68 Celtics just absolutely taking control of Game 5. What an absolute disaster. Appreciate everyone chiming in. We thank you. We love you guys. Every Wednesday night, we are brought to you by BetUS. BetUS is a leading online sports book that has been in the market for 25 years. You can bet anywhere in the United States. Like I said earlier, I'm down here in Florida. They're my saving grace. Use the link posted on this comment for 125% sign-up bonus. We are also brought to you by Specialized Physical Therapy, Dr. Paul Vidal, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. You can find them in Cherry Hill and Burlington locations. And also, we are brought to you by.
Well, no, he told me to take the hat off. He told me to take the damn hat off.
Who?
Don. He's like, take the damn hat off. It's over.
Don. We're also brought to you by Manscaped. Get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Got you a little product placement right there with the lip balm. 20% off and free shipping. It's time to throw your old hygiene habits and upgrade your life. I have a lot of the Manscaped products. They're awesome. They're spectacular. Use code A2D. Get 20% off and free shipping. Ralphie, anything else?
Nope. All good.
That's it, right?
Yeah.
All right, fellas. To the A-team, Nate Moss, Ralphie D, Greg MIlakovic. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for tuning in. Marcus tomorrow with Pro
Birds
Fan
of Feather
Talk.
tomorrow.
Birds of a Feather tomorrow night. Stay tuned. Set the alerts. Hit the bell. Get your alerts. Like, share, subscribe.